Okay, everybody, here we are, going someplace special. Halls of the Forsaken. Be Fallen. Yay! Yeah, I wanted to do this a long time ago, and I kind of forgot all about it, and then it just hit me the other day and said, hey, you know what? I never did go into Be Fallen. So, yeah, we're going into Be Fallen. This is the mid-level of the three. There's Caverns of the Afflicted, that's easy. Halls of the Forsaken, that's the medium. And then you got the Necrotic Asylum, which is hard. Also, before I forget, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, because, you know, it's today and all that. Anyways, here we are in Halls of Forsaken. First thing I need to mention is the Shard Zones scale. Befallen has a minimum level of 50, if I remember correctly, so if you go in at level 30, it's still going to be 20 levels above you, but if you go in at 93, it's going to be a level 93 zone, as indicated by these guys. And let's see, what else do I need to warn you about in here? Sometimes the bones on the floor will come to life, and they will tell you that you're dumb, or they will punch you in the face. Mostly they punch you in the face. Uh-oh. These guys fear too, as demonstrated by my handy buddies. And we got my merc out. Yeah, remember Cho, the guy everyone hates because he pays really, really well. Yeah, well, he's a mercenary that you can get. Don't ask me how to get him, because I don't really remember. Anyways, let's see, Befallen. What else do I need to tell you before we start? Oh, right. Outside of the zones, there's a guy, Squire, what's his name? Squire Hadley? Something like that. Squire something, anyways. He gives you a quest. It's a daily quest for void shards. Yay! A shard imbued with the power of the void. In this case, I have the Sanctimonious Solution. Interesting that they only go to 92. Or, I mean, 82. Yet the zone itself scales with you. Interesting. Anyways, point being, there's daily quests for each of the shard zones, and there's a NPC who will give you said quest. What you do is you talk to him and pick it up, and every day it changes at around midnight, I think. I don't remember the exact time it changed, but I think it's around midnight. Anyways, here we go. See? Punched me in the face, and Joe punched him in the nuts, so worked out okay. When you come into Halls of the Forsaken, you got this little room here with this guy, which may or may not give us a quest. I may have already done it with Tal. Yep, I've already done it with Tal. Anyways, there's a quest here to kill the what are they called? The Dread Fiends, or yeah, I think it's Dread Fiends, the Cackling Dread Fiends. There's 4 of them. So if you get that guy's quest there, and then Joe will come over here and punch him in the nuts for me, because he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah, he's a right strapping young lad. Look at him. He's all badass. Anyways, throughout the here, let's take a look at the map. Yay, look at the map. Big place. Where are we? We're somewhere. Ah, here we are. Okay, so this is where we came in, and this is the final room right here. This is where we're going to fight the boss, Eidolon of Depravity. But we have to get there first, so why don't we start making some progress? Another one of these guys. Alright. Yeah, the reason I actually have a merc out in here is because inside the shard zones there are key mobs that you can fight, and they have a very obnoxious habit. And by obnoxious, I mean like I want to go find the guy who came up with this idea and then just slap him repeatedly for like an hour, because it's a really stupid one. But they put Mandate on you, which is one of the most annoying abilities in the history of annoying abilities, hands down. It's even worse than Pin. Pin is just it's just irritating as hell. But Mandate, what it does is it's basically it's like you're charmed basically, without being bound by the rules of charm spells. I.e., he can just wail on your face for like an hour and it will not break the charm. You will just stand there and like it. You can't change your target. You're interrupted. You can't use beneficial spells, etc., etc., and it lasts for 10 effing minutes. But it has something like a 30-second recast. So yeah, they just chain machine gun that thing on you. So a 10-minute spell will last for like 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 days, because they'll just keep casting it, which is annoying. I wouldn't have a problem with Mandate if, for example, if he hits me, it breaks. Because then he has a choice. He can just make me stand there for 10 minutes while he just stares at me. I tell you're pretty. That's fine. But no, he will follow me throughout the entire zone. I mean, because I can still run around. I can still move and stuff. I just can't do anything because I can't change targets. That's just lovely. He will follow me around and wail on me for those entire 10 minutes, and then he'll keep refreshing the timer. So mandate is just obnoxious. But if you have one of these guys, well, they don't get mandated. So yeah, my martial mercenary is going to show this key mob what it's all about. Now, about the key mobs. Somewhere in the zone, there's a chest. It moves. It's not always in the same spot. Although, until last night, I didn't know that it had a second spot, at least not in this one. It's always been in the same spot in this particular dungeon for me. But last night it actually moved. So, the thing about that chest is, when you get close, it'll say something like, the chest glows as you draw near. Pop up right here, and you'll be like, oh, there's a chest around. Well, you can't open the chest, you need the key. That's what the key mob's for. The key mob drops, it's a corpse drop. As long as someone in the group picks up the key, anyone in the group can unlock the chest. It makes a big deal about it. It'll put a little thing. I think it might even have the event from last night. Yeah, here it is. I looted the mythical drunkard's key because I went here on Asgard last night, and that's what gave me the idea to do this. I actually would have uploaded that video, but it was like an hour-long run, and I didn't want to make you guys suffer that much because Asgard's a paladin, and paladins are righteous assholes, but he's not that much of a righteous asshole. Anyways, oh, one other thing. In Necrotic Asylum and this place, you got these guys. Notice how I can't actually target him. I'm clicking on him, but I can't target him. And now the cloud's in the way. Get out of the way, cloud. That little guy, that little ghost. Okay, you can see him, but you can't target him. That is an epic mob. One of the daily quests is to cleanse them. They'll give you a little item, like this thing, and you target them, because on that day you can target them when you have the quest. And you just get close enough to them, click the item, and it makes them go away. But the thing I'm pointing them out for is because I can still hit him with an AoE. Even though I can't target him, I can hit him, and I will now have a ×2 mob chasing me around the zone, pissed off as hell, that I can't target back. However, if you have a merc or a pet or whatnot, you can have them set to target or to protect you. As soon as it hits me, they will run over there and start wailing on it. You can then target through your merc. So they are not difficult to kill at all. They're not really a threat. They're just an irritant. But I wanted to warn you about them. Now remember, these guys do fear, so watch out. Don't want to run off the cliff. That would be embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as getting your ass kicked by a little boy who has a harvest fetish. Just throwing that one out there. Anyways, okay, over there is a cackling dreadful. Where is he? He's in there somewhere. There he is. Cackling Dreadfiend. I mentioned those. The quest to kill 4 of them. Yeah, they're all by these little statues. We're going to go whop them. These things, these dark nimbuses, they will throw out an AoE detriment. It's a little arcane detrimental that gets put on you. It's kind of dumb. It's like takes 20 off of your stats and makes you a 30% slower. Ooh. But yeah, they spurt those out randomly. So watch out when something starts spurting. Die, wicked creature. Splat. Now, it's a clickable statue. This is what makes the zone take so long. You got to move these statues. So let's start working on that. See, I got yeah, I'm slowed. No big deal. I'm slowed. Alright. Oh, did you see that? That guy just got up and just smacked me one. He's like, hey, you can't come through here, jerk. Well, yeah. Yeah, now who's a jerk? You're a jerk. Alright. See that cobwebs there? We can't go that way yet. Alright, so now we're going to go in here. Get some more goo on us, because why not? Another Dreadfiend. We're in the vestry of the Archbishop. Let's throw out a heroic opportunity. You don't see those too often anymore. Most people don't seem to waste their time with them. It's because they've gotten pretty weak over time. But man, I still remember how hard it was to coordinate a six-part HO. Those were fun days. I don't think I've ever actually successfully coordinated a 6-part. I know I've done a 5-part once or twice. It was tricky back in the old days though, because we didn't have voice chat, so you couldn't really like vocally coordinate. And you know, it's very easy to mess up heroic opportunities if the wrong class clicks them, if you don't have the proper makeup in your group. So what we do is I had a little macro. I would scream ho, and that way everyone knew I was about to implement my heroic opportunity, and then everyone would not click anything for a second until it advanced. And then they started making macros to do the same thing, and we had a nice little coordinated party going on there. Good time. Alright. Oh no! Joe, did you do something about that? Thanks, bud. What's this? Wicked creature. Alright. Enough of his nonsense. No, I've been gooed. I'll move it. Da, da, da. See, you just gotta keep moving the statues. I want to talk about these statues for a moment. Actually, about movable objects in general. It may not be the case anymore. They may have fixed the glitch, but they may not have. So I'm going to warn you. Okay, you'll notice. Okay, the statue's here. It's clickable, but it's just standing there. Everything's cool. Now I click it, ba-boom, and it's now movable. If someone were in this room with me, it wouldn't be moving around like this on their screen. It would still just be, it would look like his over there. It would just be sitting there, and it would still be clickable. But I'm actually in the process of moving it. That's a bad place to be because it glitches these things out. There have been numerous times in the past where I've had to completely restart the zone because someone decided to be helpful, and even though I told them I'm going to move the statue, as soon as I start moving it, they move the statue. What happens there is, like, I'm moving the statue to a new location. The statue is no longer here, but someone else's screen makes it look like it is, so now they're moving it. So now I'm moving the statue and they're moving the statue at the same time, and the game does not seem to know how to handle that because I put it down in one location, but they don't have to put it down in that location because they're still moving it, and the thing gets completely messed up, and yeah, fun times. It eventually gets to the point where no one can see where the statue is because they moved it, so it's not in the same place where I just set it down because they moved it, but I also moved it, and it's not where they set it down because I had moved it. And yeah, you can't see it. It won't be where you left it or where you placed it. So when you do these, make sure you very clearly communicate with one another who's doing what. And that generally means don't touch this. Don't touch this. See? Told that statue off. Anyway, the point being, yeah, watch those things because it's bad. Now there is a key mob in here. It took me forever to find the damn thing. I had looked and looked and looked and looked, and I never found it. Then one day I made a concerted effort to hunt the thing down. I found it, and I was like, ah! But I can't show you where he is just yet. I will tell you that he's in this room, but not yet. Key mobs are obnoxious. Generally, they're invisible or like stealth. Like for example, in the Caverns of the Afflicted, there's a little, a thieving jesterling, I believe is what it's called, and it's like a little jester, like that tall on show there, like right there, that little line there. It's about that tall on him, like knee high, and he's stealthed in a room with a bunch of mobs, so you can't see him. And you hit him, and then he follows up with a mandate, and that's usually the first thing they do is they just drop a mandate on you. So the best thing to do in situations like that is just to send this guy in first, because as I mentioned, he cannot be mandated. So yay. Or if you're in a group of people, let them know what's about to happen so they know to drop a cure on you, or at least to not target through you, because your target is about to be cleared and you will not be able to reset it until that mandate is gone. So yeah, fun stuff. Alright, so we're just moving these two statues. There's a total of 4. We have to move them through the temporal chamber over here to what I like to call the Hall of the Heroes. You know what, let's clear these guys so I don't have to worry about them later. Kia! Face the power of swashbuckler. Ooh, I got a prestige point. Don't you guys wish you were as cool as me? Well, don't worry, Tal wishes she was as cool as me too, but she's not. And she's never going to be as cool as me because Tal's cooler than me. She got all the cool in the family. I got all the awesome. It's just how it worked out. Alright, Tal, come on. Let's get these things placed. Alright, so we have to place these in specific locations, and this is it's very difficult. It's a very difficult little puzzle here, but that's okay. That's why I'm here, to show you how to do this stuff. It's not I'm just pretending. Remember, watch these guys. Watch these guys. There should be some bones that come to life and attack. Is this guy probably? Yep. There's one that just laughs at you and then falls apart. As I said, usually they just punch you in the face, but some of them just fall apart. Okay, so here's the thing. We go into this room, and we got this. Remains. Here lie the bones of he who hailed from the south. What the hell does that mean? Well, simple. You go over here. Behold, tomb of esteemed heroes. Here we honor the heroism of 4 of the most esteemed knights of the Order of Marr's Fist. Sir Anders from West Freeport, Sir Xavier from North Freeport, Mastery from East, and Arondas from South. So all you gotta do is just figure out which goes where using that. This one will tell you the direction, and this will tell you the name. But you could also just do this. Alright, so we've got a statue here. I have no idea which statue this is. I don't actually give a rat's ass. No, it doesn't go there. Oh, locked into place. See, it locks into place. Boom. That's all you gotta do. There's 4 spots and there are 4 statues, so it's really hard to figure out where they go. But yeah. The first 2, the 2 that I grabbed, they go on this side of the room. Behold. Click, click. Alright. And then the last 2, the 2 that I haven't gotten, they obviously go on that side of the room. And each time we do that, the ghost of the said statue will then walk. And we have to wait for them to walk, but we don't actually have to wait for them to walk because we can walk with them. Yeah, they're just going to be walking is what they're doing. Now we have to go get the other 2 statues, which, conveniently enough, are right down here. Alright, so we go back to the temporal chamber, only this time we go the other way. One's going to be down there, one's going to be right here. Ha 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 ha. Tell you what, you guys can come over here and play with me while I play with him. Rah! 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 Wah! Okay, gotta make the sound effects, or it's just not the same. Alright, now we got another statue, and we'll just run around out here. Just be like, statue, and he'll be like, what? And I'll be like, stay. Good boy. And then we'll go over here, and we'll smack these guys around. Wow! Another Dread Fiend. How's it going, buddy? Well, apparently it doesn't go very well, does it? Alright, so now the statues have been released from the ucky clutches of the Dread Fiends, or whatever. We can run them back to the little room. So let's do that. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. We are about half done with the zone. This zone's a little more involved than the other 2, but it's also probably my favorite of 3 because it is more involved. We're basically going back in time to that terrible, terrible night when Gynok Moltor lost his mind and murdered everyone in the Order of Marr's Fist. We're going to see what happened. Oh, whoops, I completely forgot about the shard quest while I was in here. I have that little item on my hotbar that I need to use to purify the rooms. We'll start with this room in here. Because, why not? The shard quest is, like I said, it changes daily, and it's not too difficult. I just gotta... I think this is one of the rooms right here, so let's see what happens. Yep, if it does this, this is one of the rooms. Alright, the Chapel of Penance has been cleansed. Let's take a look at my quest here. Alright, what do I have to do? Great Hall, Temporal Chamber, the Broken Stair, Echoing Cavern, the Vestry. Okay, so no big deal. I have to be going back to all of them anyway, so I might as well, you know, do this one. Temporal Chamber. The Great Hall is the room down that way, so we'll be going there in a bit. Alright, one more statue, and then the final ghosts will make their little way to the temporal chamber. Alright, with the statues returned, time appears to stand still. And there he is. Yeah, the birthday boy himself. If you look closely, he's got the bone-bladed claymore on his back, so it's a nice little attention to detail there. Alright, so now we gotta go to the temporal chamber and wait for them. Gotta wait for them to get here. Once they're all in place, we will flip the hourglass. Remember, time stands still. Hint, hint, hint. And there's a big hourglass in the temporal chamber. We're going to restart time, but we're going to set it back a ways. We're going to find out what really went down. Also, if you're working on a later heritage quest, the I can't remember what the name of the quest is, but it's to get you the Opala's paw. Remember the gnoll whose paw he chopped off? Yeah, it's his paw. You can actually get the bone-bladed claymore empowered by Moltor if you come in here on that quest. There's a little thing where you have to talk to him with the history of Gynok Moltor there, and he'll call it a pack of lives and blah blah blah. And he'll empower your blade, so you'll get the empowered bone-bladed claymore. So there's like 3 bone-bladed claymores. There's the regular one, there's the electrified one, and then there's the powered up one. Alright, they should all be in position by now, so come on, get up there. Flip that hourglass. Badoosh. Alright, now we talk to these guys and we agree to help them.
Well met.
Will you sanctify? Sure, I'll sanctify. Alright, meet me where you found my statue. Basically what they all do.
Hail.
So like I said, I'm going to be going back to those rooms anyways because I have to go to all the statues. There's going to be a boss in each one of those rooms that we have to fight, and these guys will be here too. And yeah, we'll start with the most obnoxious of the bosses, because why not? Well, once we're done killing all of them, we have to come back and talk to him, but we can't talk to him until we've killed all 4 bosses. So let's go see what happens when we go. Oh yeah, all this stuff comes back to life, and now these guys are out. There's these little gargoyle. There's no point to killing these unless they get in your way, because they just instantly respawn. There's a statue over here. Watch out for those putrid masses, they will stun you if you get close. But yeah, we need to get to the statue right here. Here it is. Break it! Alright, all the ones that he spawns are now dead. Okay, this guy is the most annoying of the 4. He puts a detriment on you. And, well, here, I'll just explain the basic mechanics of the fights. They put detriments on you, like arcane or elemental or whatever, and they just keep stacking them up. And you can't cure them normally, but these guys can. So what you do is you go over there, I'm fighting him, he puts a bunch of detriments on me. It's starting to get a little tough, so I run over to this guy, and running up to him triggers him to cure me. It's like let the light shine through the darkness or something like that. You can't just stand next to him. It won't work that way. You have to run up to him. Like I have to be over here and proximity trigger it and then back off. It's like a switch, you know, like kind of like a pressure plate. And then you just keep doing that until this guy's dead. And then you go to the next one, and there will be a guy there, and then there will be one of these guys here, and same thing. This guy, I think, probably has the worst of the detriments. It's pretty nasty power drain. Well, here, let's find out. Joe, let's do this. Thanks, Joe. He's not that tough. He's really not that tough. I mean, they used to be a lot more difficult because they, you know, were a lot more, well, tough. Now we're a lot more tough, and so by comparison, they are not. If that makes sense. In short, if you come through here and the max level is 70, it's, you know, obviously it's going to be harder than if you come through here and the max level is 100. Die, wicked creature. Okay, this is my favorite though. This is Gromky. He's the orcish prisoner. He used to actually scream his name out when you're fighting him. He says something like "Blood for Gromky," I think it is. But he didn't do it last night. He kept saying it, and you know, he was emoting it, but he wasn't making the actual voice clip, which was kind of sad. I liked it when he screamed "Blood for Gromky." Oh well, anyway, we're gonna fight Gromky. He will spawn little skeleton prisoners to help him if he lasts that long, which he didn't. Joe obviously is kind of a badass. Said He's a strapping young lad. He don't mess around. So yeah, all those people that want to punch Joe in the face, I dare you. I triple dog dare you. No, you know, I quadruple dog dare you. Let's just skip the bullshit, get straight to the action. I want to see them punch Joe in the face, because then he's going to make them explode. Alright, so we did that. Now we're going into this place. Yeah. This is also where you're going to find the key mob, so we'll do that while we're in here. But first things first. Okay, look. Hey, look. It's the Order of Marr. See, they're here. We've gone back in time. This is the Great Hall, so we will cleanse it. Bing. Okay. That's the key mob. He blends in pretty well here because he looks just like a regular NPC, but he's a drunkard. So here's the thing. What you gotta do is you gotta hail him. Okay, now he's gonna get mad. And we'll send Show in because, like I said, he'd mandate me otherwise. Now, key. Doesn't matter who picks it up. As long as someone in the group picks it up, now the entire group can pick up the chest. Now the thing about the chest is, when you open it, it's zone-wide, and it has 1 platinum per group member. I don't think that counts mercenaries, so for me it'll just have 1 platinum. But basically, 1 platinum per group member, so a total of 6 platinum if you have a full group. And then it has a void shard, although this one will not have a void shard because we're a higher level than that. We are now in the next tier up, so it'll have a Mark of Marr, which is like a void shard Mark II. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, the mob for the key is here, and the chest itself is, well, usually it's in the final room, which is where we're going next. What else do we have to cleanse? We have to do the vestry, and what else? Oh, the broken stair, and then the Great Hall. Okay. No, not the Great Hall, but the cavern. So yeah, we're almost there. The broken stairs where you fight the boss. There's these guys, and they'll fight them off for you. If you want to kill those guys permanently, you have to find their little statue, like this guy right here, and break it. Not only will it stop spawning them, it'll also kill the ones that are already out. But only the ones from that particular statue. Go up there, go there. Joe, you kill that. I'll kill this. Can't go here yet. It's still all cobwebbed up. Joe, didn't I tell you to kill that? Joe, get over there and kill that. What are you doing? I will not have you slacking on the job, sir. Strapping young lad or not. Alright, now we're going to fight, what's his name? It's the Archbishop Joltan. He's not that big of a deal. Same deal as before, you know, there's the ghost right over there. Joe, what are you doing? You're going to stare him to death? Is that what you're doing? That's pretty awesome. I've mentioned before that I hate mercenaries. That's one of the reasons, because their AI is just retarded. They do dumb stuff all the time. Their AI it has a tendency to just shut off. Like, there will be times where you'll be running with the healer merc, and then suddenly it will just stop healing completely. It won't heal, it won't cure, it won't attack it, it will just follow you around. Way to go, Sony. You just outdid yourselves, I guess. Oops, I forgot to use my thing. You guys can't let me do that. Okay, now we got 1 more to kill. And then we gotta go back and talk to Moltor. So let's go kill the guard captain. He's got he's mounted, so yeah. His battle isn't particularly difficult, except he can charge off into the distance, and I don't really know what triggers that. Sometimes he charges, sometimes he doesn't. You don't want him to charge because that can break the encounter. Come on, Joe, go get him. Go get him. Kick his ass. Here, you do that while you just, yeah. I will shoot stuff at him. Alright, so there he is. That's him right there. Let's go whoop his ass. Wow, I just took more than half his health off of that. Yeah, Cho probably helped a little bit. What do you think, Cho? Did you help a little bit? Alright, so we've done all that. Oh yeah, this is the echoing caverns. Now we just got 1 room left. 1 room to go. Let's go do it. Real quick, like, here's this guy. Now notice how I can't hit him. Sometimes you can't hit him. Huh. Well, okay, never mind. It is possible to AoE him, but what was the trick? There was a trick to doing it. And I don't think direct AoEs work. I think it's stuff like proc AoEs. I think that's what you have to use. Which, again, makes those guys particularly obnoxious because you don't necessarily mean to hit them. So, bam, just suddenly you hit this guy with an ability that you didn't know was about to trigger, and now you're in trouble. Again, they're not that big of a deal. They don't do all that much damage. But in my case, it wouldn't be a big deal at all because Cho would immediately turn around, punch him in the face, and probably one-shot him. But if he didn't, I could then target through Cho like this. Just hit F2. Now I've got whatever his target is, which in this case is a corpse, but I can now target through him. Okay, so we're in the temple chamber. We can go talk to this guy, and he'll be like, "What do you want?"
Hello.
Alright, well, you know, we're going to drive off your inner demons. So he's like, okay. That sound was not him paying me, that was me paying Cho, because the one thing that mercenaries do impeccably well is collect their pay on time. That they will do. They will always collect their pay on time. So anyways, we have to go to the broken stair now, which was where that cobweb room was. Yeah, the cobwebs are gone. Woohoo. Hey, look! Sedition, Sword of the Blood Moon, yay! We're just going to the broken stairs where we're going to see. It's all open up now. Okay, we're almost there. Wah! Blew it up. Alright, so we're all here. Also, inside a lot of the shard zones, not all of them I don't think, but most of them have a house item like this. This is a tapestry that you can hang, and this is what it looks like, so what you see is what you get. So let's grab it. Pull down the banner, yay! I now got a thing. Is the chest in here? Doesn't look like the chest is in here. Well, now that's a damn shame. I don't recall seeing it, so I might have to go make a little run for it. But anyhow, what we have to do is we have to fight Gynok Moltor, so we come here and we're going to help him drive off his inner demons. So let me explain the fight real fast. It's a timed fight in a way. Okay, Moltor is going to run over here and start meditating. And then his inner demon, the Eidolon of Depravity, is going to separate from him. And the ghosts are going to take up positions in here, here, and like up here. What you have to do is you run on here, you know, okay, and you're fighting the Eidolon. You're all like, cha 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 cha, and he's like, raw. And then at some point he's going to be like, you can't hurt me because you're stupid, and he'll become immune to damage. What you do then is you back over to one of the ghosts. Back over to this ghost right here. And he will come with you, of course, because he's trying to rip your face off. And when he gets close, the ghost will be like, you know, let the light shine through the darkness, and the ghost will die. But it also strips off the damage immunity from the Eidolon. Now, you have so much time before he gets more damage immunity, and then you have to drag him over to here, for example. Or over to there. Until you are down to one ghost. Once all the ghosts are gone except for one, well, you've got one last shot at it. Now, this is not going to be a problem at all, but I'm explaining it just in case you aren't geared enough to do it, or your level's low, or you just don't have the DPS. Then it does become a problem. Because after the last ghost has died and stripped off his immunity, you have, I think it's 45 seconds to kill him. If you don't, he then merges with Moltor and becomes Gynok Moltor times 4. Yes, he becomes a raid mob, and then he eats your face. Maybe. I don't know. I've never actually gotten to that part before. One of these days I'm going to let him actually become the raid mob, and I'm going to fight him to see if he's killable. He probably is, but anyways, let's do this.
Well met.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this. Alright, so now all the ghosts are taking up position. Except him. He has a little delay. See, there's Sir Anders over there, and then we got Xavier down here, and what's his name, Mastery, and then Arondas is over there. Alright. Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey. Ain't got all day, buddy. Hey. Hey, come on. There you go. Alright. Now we can take up position. Whatever the outcome, it has been an honor, sir. So obviously, Moltor must not be that much of an asshole because, I mean, these are talking about what an honor has been. But as you can see, what really happened in the past, they failed. Now let's see what would have happened had I been here. Come on. Joe, could you, like, come over here? Thanks, buddy. Alright, now. And that's what would have really happened if we'd been there. Hey, Joe, you got hurt. You got hurt, buddy. What's up? Alright, so yeah, and with that, we have just successfully cleared the zone, but we haven't found the chest. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I want to show you the chest, just so you know what I'm talking about. Oh, there's also a quest outside where a ghost sends you inside here to find his testimony, his journal. It's along this wall here somewhere. There's a book here. Anyways, it's somewhere in this room. So if you're looking for the testimony of Sir William Taros, I believe his name is, you got to go in here. So you got to do the zone. All right, now let's see if we can find that chest. There's a couple different locations that it can spawn according to the map. One of those locations was in that room where we just fought the Eidolon. In fact, where that book is that I was pointing at, yeah, it's spawns in the that little alcove between the two stairs. Another one is in the tomb of the heroes. It can spawn there. It can also spawn back towards the beginning of the zone, although we were there and I don't remember seeing it, so let's see if we can find it. If we can't find it, then oh well, but might as well look for it, right? Might as well get it out of the way. I don't know if it can spawn down there. I should probably take a look-see. But yeah, in here is one of the places where it can spawn, right in the corner. Oh, there it is. See, the chest glows as you approach it. Now we got 1 platinum because there's one of me. Remember, they don't count. And then you get the Mark of Marr. If I had been like below level 90, then it probably would have been a void shard. Or if I'd been in my 80s or 70s, I'm not sure at which point it cuts off. I would assume it would still give you the void shards for the 80s though, because that's when, well, yeah, that's when it was doable. Alright, so let's make sure that I have cleansed everything. Missions, it's under, here it is, missions. The broken stair. I'm an idiot because I forgot to cleanse the broken stair. Let's do that. I can put away my mercenary, don't need him anymore. But anyways, yeah. Let's just finish this mission up real fast and turn in, and then yeah, that'll be. Like I said, this is the medium of the two. This is medium difficulty. Caverns of the Afflicted is the easy one, and it's really not much of a shard zone, to be honest. It's tiny, very tiny. This one's by far bigger. Necrotic Asylum is the harder of the 3. I used to have a lot of problems doing that one, and I can't remember. There was one particular part that gave me a lot of trouble. I can't remember which part it was. But anymore, they're not difficult at all because you can just run through here and just slap them. They do scale to your level, but as I said, Befallen, like, it starts at level 50. So yeah. But if you go in at level 60, they'll be at level 60. If you go in at 70, they'll be at 70. And it's the group average, if I remember correctly. So if I went in first and set the zone, like I went in right now in level 90, and then I wanted to run through here with a group of low-level players, oops, I already set the zone to a higher level. So there's that to keep in mind. And with that, we're done in here. Yay! And like I said, this little quest here is to kill the 4 Dread Fiends, so you might as well pick it up when you start. But yeah, here's Befallen, and let's go turn in that quest. That's what we're doing. We're just going to run outside and turn it in. Ooh, knuckle just popped. Alright. See, this is where he fought the Eidolon of Depravity. Recognize it? See? Only this staircase was collapsed, and this is where the shard chest would be if it were in his room. And the book would be like right around here somewhere. But again, that's inside the zone. This is just, yeah. Anyways, let's turn it in. Talk to him. I have news concerning. I must speak to you. I have finished. Platinum 60 gold. Got a void shard. The end. Also, this statue right here. This is Sir William Talos or Taros or whatever his name is. He's the ghost looking for that book. In fact, I believe you just right-click it. Yes. High Lord William Taros. He doesn't materialize because I've already done his little quest line. I've cleared his name. That's what he's wanting. He got cast out as a coward because he survived that night because he wanted to let them know what happened, but they didn't believe him because he was accusing a hero of the order. You know, Moltor was a decorated and valiant captain, but he went nuts. But they didn't believe him, so you have to go find his journal and prove it. So yeah. Anyways. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Laters.